Alright, so I'm going to talk about a few different files. So when we're doing artwork for printers, we often want items that are vectored, like images that are vector images, which is AI, which is Illustrator, EPS, which is also a type of Illustrator file, or just a software that actually saves in that format. SVG as well. This doesn't really say. Oh yeah, SVG is also a sort of a vector file, and PDF saved out of one of these files. Because if you save it from a Word document, it's not we're not able to edit it, or when you zoom in, it's going to be pixelated. So this year, PNG, JPEG, GIF, they are pixelated images. So you can see that when you zoom in, it's pixelated. So we wanted to be able to take an image and be able to select it. Now that's really for screen printing, for different things, so we can separate it. We also want it to have a clear, transparent background. If it's got a white background, often we can't get rid of the background, or a black background, or whatever. So we need artwork to be created without that. Also, when you're uploading it onto an image, this looks so much better without a background than that. So your artwork needs to look good, you know. And yeah, just really, you know, making sure that the font is saved correctly in your file. It's embedded, or it's been changed into a path, rather than just because sometimes we receive artwork and we don't have the font, so then it changes. So it's good to convert it to a path, and then the artwork will be correct. But make sure that you realize and remember that the format is super important. Now, when it comes to DTG, it can be something out of Photoshop, or out of say a program like Procreate or Illustrator or something like that, that may not, like it's a photo. Just remember that often we can't maybe take a DTG print and put it into screen printing, because we can't customize it or create an underbase or stuff like that. Not saying it's impossible, just it makes it really difficult. And just remember that, you know, DTG normally has to be saved in PNG with a transparent background. But if it's not saved at a 300 DPI, which is 300 dots per inch, it often can be printed blurry, which is caused by the pixels. So just wanted to talk about that. This is Illustrator. Illustrator is a paid software. I think we pay maybe $25 a month just for the software on a subscription. Another program that I like to use, which is Inkscape. Inkscape is a free software. You just go inkscape.com and you can download it for free. It's an open source software as far as I know. So let's just have a look here. I'm going to see if I can just give you an example of the actual item that we put onto the shirt before. Just going to move this over and then bring this Arnold one in here. Alright, so you can see this is a fairly decent quality. If I'm zooming in, you can see how even the background is somewhat pixelated. And this would have been done in Photoshop, because this is a photo. They would have got rid of, you can see they've sort of, you know, got rid of the background and then kind of just smoothed it over, and then they just popped these other items on top. And this was done in a Photoshop program or something like that, where if I create a square or writing and I zoom into this, you can see how I'm zooming in and it doesn't actually get pixelated. And so that's really the difference in the program. This video is going to stop, and I'm going to have to make another one and talk more about this. So give me 1 second.